I think we're at a turning moment. Yesterday, the Israeli army spokesperson, Daniel Hagari, mentioned that Hamas no longer has control of Gaza. And that, I think, means that Israel has achieved, I don't think Israel will achieve all of their military targets, but it means that they've achieved a serious chunk of them. And therefore, I think this is the time when a deal will have to be made, and the sooner the better. It's quite sad that it hasn't happened until now. The hostages should have been released earlier, but better later than never, and I think it's sort of now. For the government, and the current government is the war cabinet I'm talking about, so it's the military and Netanyahu sitting together. The priority is to ensure that they dismantle or destroy the military capability and governing capability of Hamas. That is clear-cut, and rescue the hostages. And I say it in that order, because that is the order at which they're looking at it. First, they destroy, insofar as they can, the military capability. And I have stated before that I think it's impossible to destroy the entire capability, and capabilities can be rebuilt. So therefore, it's also to ensure that the Hamas can no longer govern Gaza, and they would like to ensure that no movement of the nature of Hamas takes over.
I don't think anyone would say they're doing enough because they're not home. Right? Like I feel at this point where I'm losing count on day 36, and it feels unimaginable that we're this far into the war and that there have been 4 released and 1 rescued and very few signs of life. And I think it's not just on the Israeli government. Everyone wants to help, because the hostages are not political. We can't build a war on the backs of babies and children and elderly and women and wounded, right? That we need to bring them home, by the way, for Israel, but for the whole world. As long as they are hostage, we are all hostage, and we need them home so that whatever is happening there can be solved. I don't think it's a simple solution, but you can't hold hostages and fight a war at the same time. It's impossible. I would ask everyone to tamp their hate down and to lead with love, and understand that, I don't know, one Israeli or one Jew that wishes any citizen or civilian in Gaza right now to go through what they're going through. Not one of us. We want our families home. That's our number 1 priority.
I'm really worried about the, assault from the air and from the ground in Gaza, because it's a massive assault, and we don't know. As far as I know, the government also doesn't know exactly where the hostages are, and there are so many of them, so they're probably in other places, in various places. So personally, I feel that this is, it's not putting the life of the hostages as a first priority. And, it's not my role here to talk about policy and stuff like that, but that's kind of adding to the anxiety and the fear that we feel, because the bombs can hit them as well as they can hit the people in Gaza.